पदं पर्यन्तं परितेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धातिच्या मनोरथः लक्ष्मीतनोतु नितरान्तरानपेक्षमङ्गृद्वयं निगमशाखिशिखाप्रवालम् हैरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिग्रं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरः. Welcome to the Bhāvārtha session for the 56th shloka. आत्मन्यभेदेन विभावयन्निदं भवत्यभेदेन मयात्मना तदा यथा जलौ वारिनिधौ यथापयः क्षीरे वियद्व्योम्यनिले यथानिलः आत्मन्यभेदेन विभावयन्निदं भवत्यभेदेन मयात्मना तदा यथा जलौ वारिनिधौ यथापयः क्षीरे वियद्व्योम्यनिले यथानिलः. So, आत्मानि आत्मन्यभेदेन आत्मानि अभेदेन आत्मानि अभेदेन. So we in the previous shloka we saw that we have to focus on Parabrahma Tattva within us. That was the point of Tattvamasi, and the Advaita concept is that is what. So when we do that, so what is that when we start thinking ourselves as Aham Brahmasmi, or I have the Brahma Tattva in me, I have to realize that everything that is manifested is because of Brahma Tattva only. So the point of saying Aham Brahmasmi is to understand that everything is a creation of Brahman. Nothing is inferior, nothing is superior. There is no such thing. Manifestation is equal. Their manifestation is because of their karmas. My manifestation is because of my karmas. Karma ichha. Not prarabdha karmas. Karma ichha. There may be prarabdha karmas also associated, but it's primarily karma ichha. If I want to walk around, then obviously my concept or my manifestation is with respect to something that can walk around. Otherwise, I can be a tree also, which is also a living being. A vriksha is also is there. So why we manifest into so and so different things? It is our karma ichha. But here, different form of manifestations does not take away the essence or change the essence of the manifestation, which means the Atma or the Brahman Tattva in every manifestation is same. So, Atmani Abhedena. Abheda is difference. Abheda means no difference. That means identical. So, when we realize due to that contemplation, that is when we realize due to that everything is born out of the Brahma Tattva, the Brahman within me, there is Brahman within somebody else also. So thinking that when I understand that, okay, then we are the same. If we are both born out of the same Tattva, then there cannot be any difference between us. That Abheda, when that happens, Vibhavayan, contemplating on that, then idam, upon this, when we start contemplating on this, bhavati abhedena, it starts to become maya atmana. So what happens? We start thinking something. I think there is a word for this called as gaslighting in psychology. We start telling ourselves, this may not be the right word for it because it has a very negative connotation, but the concept can be understood very clearly from that. No, this is not gaslighting, but what happens is that this is more connected to auto suggestion. But there, what happens is we start to say, "Oh, your eye looks twitchy. Your eye looks twitchy." We keep pointing out to someone. Then that person is not feeling anything. He has never noticed that because somebody is saying his eyes start to twitch. So that pointing out has made him that thing has come up in his mind, where his mind has started to act like it. Oh, is my eyes twitchy? What do you mean by eyes twitchy? Okay, it is like this. Starts to act. That is the reason we say the mind doesn't know how to negate things. Even thinking about nonsense things will bring about that change. So the mind doesn't know how to differentiate. It only knows how to make things happen. That is the power of the mind. So here, when I start thinking something positive, what is that? The positive thing is that, see, I am also made up of the Brahman Tattva. You're also made up of the Brahman Tattva. There is no difference between us. Akara, Rupa may be changed, but other than that, we are from the same thing. So I have no difference with you. There is no, in essence, we are both the same. When I start thinking about this abheda, this identity, then bhavatya bhedena mayatmana tada, then we start to merge with the Brahman. Because obvious concept is we need to be able to bring about a complete abheda with the Parabrahman, with the manifested form. That is only possible. The first step is that first I need to stop seeing difference in the manifested things only. Only when I do that, then I'll be able to see that, okay, everything is same in the in terms of essence. Therefore, we are all we obviously have to be a part of the same fabric. There is abheda then. So here also they are saying the same thing. Uh, Atmani abhedena vibhavate sorry vibhavaya yannitam. Atma, the first understand that, uh, contemplate on that thought of abheda. Then bhavatya bhedena, bhavati abhedena, bhavati abhedena. That means we are existing in abheda tattva. That means we are not different. No distinguishing thing, no differentiation. Then when we start doing that, then it becomes easier for us to manifest something simple. That is the merger. Maya atmana tada. Atmana tada. Yatha jalau. They've given an example to understand this. Yatha jalau vari nidhau yatha payaha. So, like yatha jalam vari nidhau in the ocean. Vari nidhau. Yatha payaha kshire. That is the next one, is it? Vari nidhau yatha payaha. And they have given a number of examples over here. Let me just tell the meaning of the words and then we'll go. Yatha jalam. Yatha is just as. Jalam we know as water. Vari nidhau means into the ocean. Yatha payaha. Payaha is milk. Shire. Payaha is not actually milk. Payaha is sweet dish made out of milk. Payasa. Coming from there. Okay, kheer. Payaha. Kshire. Saptami Vibhakti. We'll come to that. Kshire is milk. Or into milk. Viyat. Viyat is the immediate sky. Akasha. Akasha Tattva. Vyomnaha. Beyond the total space. Anile. Anile is the manifested form of air. That is gas. Gas. Anilaha. Air. So what they are saying is, the when we take a glass of water, that glass of water is we have the distinction of fresh water and salt water. So in the ocean there is the salt water, but just because it is salt water, it is not different from the fresh water that I have taken. In fact, it may be that we have taken water from there only, removed the salt content and given it as fresh water. Because what happens is it flows, right? From the lakes and ponds or whatever the water bodies, it flows. So the water from there only has to go, and that water only has to come back. So there is actually no difference. So like the jalam, vari nidhau, in the samudra, in the lake, in the this thing, see, these are different manifestations. But what is the common essence within all of them? It is water. That is the Brahman. Water is same among all of them. Yatha payah kshire. In what is payasa or kheer made up of? What is the tattva that is the same, the essential thing for that? It is milk. So essentially, it is also milk. Maybe it is sweetened milk, something else is added into it, etc., etc. Like that. So there is no, if we have to start imagining the abheda over there. Payaha is, payaha is kshira, and kshira is the essential part over there. Then vyat vyomnaha, in the vyoma, akasha exists. So therefore, there cannot be any differentiation of them. Maybe they have, they have the stratosphere, the ionosphere, the etc. etc. Those kind of things are boundaries that we have made. There may be gradual changes also, due to gravity, etc., etc. All those things. There may be different forms also. But what is the essence? That their essence is same throughout. Then what was the last one? Ah, anile anilaha. Anile is gas. Obviously, it is also a form of air only. So, like these things, we will start to imagine or we will start to understand and realize the abheda between the manifested and the unmanifested. If we see the examples, we can see first example is actually a manifested form. Like, for example, when we see the fresh water, it has come out of the we take payasa, it has come out of milk. That means it gets used in. Then anile anilaha, gas is from air. And then niyat vyomnaha. So there, niyat is the immediate akasha is actually a small specific part that is part of the whole vyoma. So that is what from the specific to the general they have taken it. That is what they are doing it over here also. Abheda kalpanena. We are seeing the essential forms. That is what they are saying. That is how we have to think. This being said over here. अस्तु स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिस्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि